skip the expensive longevity supplements, the exotic herbal detoxes, and the costly wellness retreats. The moment you turn 50, your social media feeds suddenly flood with ads promising to shield you from the disease everyone dreads. But the most powerful, scientifically proven anti-cancer shield on the planet doesn't come in a fancy bottle from a wellness boutique. It is built entirely out of the simple, unglamorous habits you practice inside your own home every single day. Biologically speaking, the age of 50 is a major inflection point. Your immune cells slow down their daily patrol, and your body's cellular repair mechanisms lose their youthful efficiency, creating a window where genetic mutations can take hold. But here is the incredible truth that modern medicine has firmly established: the vast majority of cancer cases are not dictated by your DNA. They are driven by environmental and lifestyle triggers that you have the power to control. You don't need a miracle cure, you just need to alter a few daily microbehaviors to change the biological landscape of your body. The foundation of this defense strategy begins with what is known as the half-plate rule during your meals. As we age, our digestive tract becomes less resilient, and heavy consumption of red meat, ultra-processed deli meats, and charred foods inflicts severe inflammatory stress on the stomach and colon. From now on, every time you sit down to eat, you must visually divide your plate and fill exactly half of it with deep green leafy vegetables, cruciferous vegetables like broccoli, and vibrant fruits like berries and tomatoes. When you do this, you are flooding your system with a massive dose of dietary fiber and potent antioxidants. Think of antioxidants as a specialized cleanup crew. They neutralize free radical sun-stable molecules that constantly smash into your DNA and trigger cancerous mutations. Furthermore, that high fiber intake acts like a biological broom, accelerating waste transit through your intestines so that toxic dietary byproducts don't sit in your colon, which drastically drops your risk of colorectal cancer. This dietary shift must be paired with optimal cellular detoxification, which brings us to a critical but overlooked habit: intentional hydration and eliminating liquid sugar. As the body ages, our neurological thirst mechanism naturally blunts, meaning many adults walk around chronically dehydrated without ever feeling thirsty. When you don't drink enough water, your liver and kidneys, the primary filtration plants of your body, lack the solvent they need to flush out the carcinogens you ingest or breathe in. You need to keep a flask of water within arm's reach and consistently sip roughly 2 liters throughout the day. Concurrently, you must cut out sugary sodas and sweetened juices, refined sugar fuels, systemic obesity, and chronic insulin resistance, creating a highly inflammatory, high-glucose environment that cancer cells absolutely thrive on. Instead, switch to unsweetened green tea. It is packed with a compound called EGCG, a powerful polyphenol that clinical studies have shown can actively inhibit tumor angiogenesis and block cancer cell proliferation. Another widespread trap that adults fall into after 50 is adopting a sedentary mindset out of fear that exercise will damage their aging joints. In reality, physical inactivity triggers visceral fat accumulation and systemic, low-grade inflammation. You don't need to join a gym or run marathons. Your prescription is simply a 30-minute brisk walk every day. A brisk walk means moving at a pace that breaks a light sweat and elevates your heart rate, where you can still talk but can't sing. Biologically, this physical exertion stimulates your circulatory system, forcing crucial immune cells, specifically T cells and natural killer NK cells, out of storage and into rapid circulation. They act like law enforcement patrolling your bloodstream, identifying and destroying mutated cells the moment they form. Regular movement also regulates your endocrine system, lowering circulating levels of estrogen and insulin-like growth factors, which directly cuts the risk of hormone-driven malignancies like postmenopausal breast cancer and prostate cancer. We also cannot ignore the invisible, destructive forces of sleep deprivation and chronic mental stress on the immune system. Many adults over 50 struggle with insomnia and immediately turn to prescription sleep aids. However, relying on chemicals to force sedation does not replicate the restorative architecture of natural sleep. When you rest deeply in complete darkness before 11 p.m., your brain secretes melatonin. Beyond regulating sleep, melatonin is a master internal antioxidant that triggers cellular repair, mending the DNA copying errors that naturally occur during the day. Depriving your body of this golden window allows cellular damage to compound. Additionally, carrying chronic anxiety about aging, finances, or family floods your system with cortisol. High, prolonged cortisol levels actively paralyze your immune system's defense network, rendering you vulnerable to malignant growth. Prioritizing a winding down, route-turning off screens, practicing deep breathing, and protecting your peace of mind is a powerful, cost-free anti-cancer therapeutic. Finally, the most critical, life-saving habit you must adopt after 50 is scheduling an annual, proactive health screening. Too many people only seek medical attention after they begin experiencing severe pain or drastic weight loss, only to find out their disease had already metastasized. Early-stage cancer is notoriously silent. It does not knock on the door or cause pain until it has grown significantly. However, catching a malignancy at stage 0 or stage 1, when it is merely a localized cluster of abnormal cells or a precancerous polyp, makes it highly curable. Treat your yearly medical checkup, colonoscopy, or specialized scans exactly like you treat routine maintenance on a valuable car. Don't wait for a warning light to flash on your dashboard. Navigating life after 50 is a marathon, and protecting your health during this chapter doesn't require complex medical miracles. It requires taking control of the micro decisions you make every single day. Fill your plate with plants, hydrate properly, move your body, sleep deeply, and book your annual screenings. Take care of your body today so you can enjoy a vibrant, disease-free, and fulfilling future with the people you love.